Hello lovely dancers, my name is Aisha and welcome back to belly dance tutorials. In today's class I'm gonna go over some chasse variations. First of all, I would like to thank you all for subscribing to my channel. I reached over 1,000 subscribers and I am very excited about that and very grateful to all of you for trusting my work. I have over 100 tutorials. I think there are about 120 short tutorials, very focused, technical, and very detail-oriented. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so because I'll continue to post high-quality videos. Sometimes I take requests from my viewers and I can go over different combinations or moves into very much detail. So today I'm gonna go over the chasse step, which is a traveling step, how it integrates with the malfouf rhythm, because usually we do the chasse step over the malfouf Arabic rhythm. It's an entrance rhythm. It's how you get on the stage. Sometimes it's an exit. It's how you get off the stage at the end of your number. And I had a tutorial about that in the past, but I would like to add some variations to the chasse step, go into a little bit more like technical explanation of it. This came up recently at a workshop I attended, and some of the students asked the teacher of that workshop to explain the chasse step better, because they feel that even though they know it and they know the technique and how to do it, it doesn't look good on videos. And rightly so, because even though it looks so easy, you really have to be on the beat, and that's what makes it look sloppy or not so sharp, not so precise, is that people are missing the beat. It's a very fast rhythm, and it goes like this: dum tek tek dum tek tek dum tek tek dum tek tek. It's very important to step on the dum, and because people want to do 3 steps, like I'll show you the steps. They want to do 3 steps and they are late to step on the dum, which is number 1. So this is a 3 count rhythm. It goes 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. And they try to get all the steps in, and it makes them late on the first one, which is the most important one, when they have to step on the dum. So I'll show you the footwork. So it's gonna go like this: dum tek tek dum tek tek dum tek tek dum tek tek. One more time. It's called chasse because the back leg is chasing the front leg. It comes from French. So you're stepping on one leg, dum tek tek, so the back leg is coming from behind and catching up. Dum tek tek dum tek tek dum tek tek, right? And a little faster, it goes like this: dum tek tek dum tek tek dum tek tek dum tek tek. So make sure that you are making really small steps. They don't go far out, except maybe if you have a slower malfouf rhythm or something similar. Could be Ayub, which is a little slower. And don't go so far out with the first leg. The other one is crossing in the back most of the time. So you're gonna go out a little bit diagonal. So it's not quite, it's not in front, it's a little bit diagonal. And the other one, the back leg, is crossing in the back. So 1 2 3. Let me go back here. So step a little diagonal, 1, cross, step in place. Out, cross back, step in place. Dum, tek, tek, dum, tek, tek. Let me show you from the back. On the right, and dum, tek, tek, dum, tek, tek, dum, tek, tek. And a little faster. dum tak tak dum tak tak dum tak tak dum tak tak. All right, now the nitty-gritty of it. As I said, it's very important to step on the dum. And in any Arabic rhythm, you have to identify the dums, and that's what anchors your rhythm. And that's how you are on the beat. Not later, not sooner, okay? So usually we step on the dum, or we do a big movement, like a hip movement, or maybe a big chest movement. So it's like you're pointing out, yeah, the rhythm. And then when you step, most of the time you step on the dum. Even if not on all the dums, but when you step, it's gonna be on the dum like 90% of the cases. Now what happens, why this step or traveling pattern looks sloppy sometimes? People are late on stepping, with the stepping on the dum. And how to avoid that is to actually make the back, the other two counts really small or even non-existent. Like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm not even stepping because I don't want to be late on my dum. If it's a very fast rhythm, you don't have time to do all the steps. You only have time for one. So I'm gonna show without with this option. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm barely moving my back legs on steps on counts 2 and 3. Another way to go around that and to do a sharp, crisp stepping is to, if your rhythm is a little slower, is to add the count and, because they'll prepare you. So it's gonna be and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, rather than stepping on the 1, because by the time you think of the 1 and count it, you'll probably be late. But if you add that they'll prepare you. So it's gonna be and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. All right? Sometimes the rhythm is so fast that you really don't have to add. You don't have time to add that and. And as a general rule, when you can, in your counting, to add the word and, it's a good idea because it preps you for the actual count. It preps you for the 1 because you want to count on the 1, whatever you're doing. And 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Yeah, just an example. So now some variations of the rhythm. So usually we just enter on the stage with the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Add some hips, as usually, as Oriental dancers, you want to do a little hip movement. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So I'm gonna push out my hip. Yeah. So one more time. And the arms. The arms can just go from side to side. Yeah, that's probably the easiest way. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Sometimes you have a veil, yeah, and you want your veil to swish around. So it's gonna be like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So that's one way. Another way is actually to step side. And this is, variation of, just going forward. Sometimes you don't want to create a traveling pattern. You want to be in place, and that's okay. Then we're gonna go step, back, step, step, back, step. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And for this, you also add a little hip, tum, 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 tum. 1, 2, 3, dum, tak, tak, dum, tak, tak. You can add nice arms here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, dum, tak, tak, 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 dum, tak, dum, tak, tak, dum, tak, tak, dum, tak, tak. Or you can turn around with that. Even more interesting. So you can do like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And now on the rhythm. Dum tek tek 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 dum tek tek, in any direction. And then you can do quarter turns or half turns. Yeah. So let's do maybe a few times. Let's do half turns. So I'm gonna go from front to back to front to back. All right. 5, 6, 7, go. Dum tek tek 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 dum tek tek. Yeah. So now you can see that because this step is larger, you really don't have a lot of time to do this step in place here. So it's going to be more like a touch, 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 touch. Yeah. Let's try all of this on music, on Malfouf, on a Malfouf rhythm. And also I'll play a song, like a real song, which has a pretty long segment of Malfouf. And we will try like the turns on Chasse and all these other variations, and add arms. Yep. So let's try that. So I will play the Malfouf rhythm right now. Dum tak tak dum tak tak dum tak tak dum tak dum tak 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 tak. Now this rhythm has some embellishments at some point. It was part of a drum solo, but the underlying rhythm, it's still the same. And this is a slower speed. All right, let's try to actually travel with this. Okay, I'll probably go around in a circle. Let's see. Dum tak tak 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 dum tak tak. I'm gonna exaggerate. I'm exaggerating my steps. Dum tak dum. I'm exaggerating my first step just for you to understand how I'm gonna try to step on the dum, and not sooner, not later. But normally we don't have to, make it so strong. It's softer. And let's add some arms to that. In place. And I'll try to turn. Now let's try all of this on a real song. I will play a song that has a pretty long introduction on Malfouf. Also, I wanted to say that as long as you hear the Malfouf song, that's still the introduction of the song. So you're still going around doing traveling steps, so not really starting to dance. Veil work if you have a veil, but it's not the time yet to do body things, This is gonna come later, usually on Maxum. But for this one, you just move around. Yeah? Okay. Let's try this other song. It's called Nura, very beautiful song. It has this introduction. Well, wait. Starting again, and all right, let's try to practice only the turn. So I'm gonna go side to side. When you turn around, you can do a little transition. So it's like try to step in place, do some footwork to turn you around, but make sure that when you step again, you're gonna step on the doom again. All right, so let's try only that part. I added some arms. Yeah, really any arm movement is good. You can just have them here, but you can add things like that. Front and back, up and down. All right, let's try that. Turn. Turn. All right, dancers, I hope you'll practice. So just play around with the chasse, with the mouthful rhythm, fast or slower. Usually it's fast, but there are different speeds of fast. So try that. And then pay attention to the doom. Make sure that you get the doom. Even if you don't get the other 3 steps, you can just wait. Doom, wait, doom, wait, doom, wait. All right? Try some arm movements here. Just, it really feels very, very natural at some point to move the arms along with the stepping. If you have a veil, try that with a veil. What I like to do is just to switch to the veil, but you can have other options too. We'll continue probably with some more tutorials on how to integrate traveling around or moving around over like basic isolations or just regular body movements that usually we do in place, but we can actually move with them as well. Thank you so much for watching my tutorial today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any comments or suggestions, just write them down in the comments box. I'll try to address them. Subscribe if you haven't done so, and please give it a thumbs up if you liked it. And until next time, I hope to practice, okay? And shimmy, shimmy.